Hello, my name is Lyric Lewis, and tonight we're gonna talk about Willy Hitler, the nephew of Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. So our story begins in Liverpool, England. William Hitler is living his young life, and in 1930, his father is like, yo, come and meet your uncle. So they go to the Chancellery in Berlin, and Willy is like, what? This is my uncle. His uncle is the head of the Nazi party, which, side note, this is before World War II. Hitler was like, oh, yo, let's take a picture together. I'm gonna autograph it. So they took a picture, and he had a big position, and he looked up to him, and he was just like, wow, my uncle's dope as f. And Willy's like, you know what? I want a high-ranking position in my uncle's socialist party, and he moves to Germany. It's very romantic in Germany, and that's the time. Everybody was German eating schnitzel. Willy was like, hey, everybody, my name is Willy Hitler. Adolf Hitler is my uncle. He's gonna hook me up. So he busts in the Chancellery, he burst in, and the secretary is like, oh, pump all of your brakes. You know Hitler don't f with you like that. So he waits. He doesn't wait a day, not a week. He doesn't even wait 3 weeks, he waits 2 months. So Willy Hitler was like, I'm mad.
Mad.
But
What does that word mean?
Mad means like you're not mad. You're not MAD. When you're mad, you're beyond the point of mad, and you're like mad and insulted. You're disrespected.
Gotcha.
But anyways, he goes into his office. Hitler was just looking at his goddamn maps. Hitler was like, my maps of everywhere I wanna go. And Adolf Hitler, in his hand, has a horsing whipping whip. He's doing it at his toes. Adolf was like, I'm so sorry that you have to work for your goddamn money. I didn't get this chancellor job for the family, so no. So Willy left that meeting, and Willy was like, hell to the no. Willy was pissed. Willy was pissed, mad, then pissed. And he decided that he wanted to do something about it, so buckle your seatbelt. But not really, but buckle your seatbelt. So William goes to the United States in 1939 and decided to do a lecture tour, and he spilled all the beans. He's saying like, yo, my uncle's like super racist. He's saying my uncles want to invade your countries and take over and do horrible things when he invades. But people are like, yeah, well, okay, we'll believe it when we see it, Willy. And then, because of World War II, he was like, yo, I want to fight for the US. So he goes to meet with Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And he was very impassioned. He was like, I know that I'm like one person, but he was like, I can fight for the greater cause of many. And he's like, I know I'm like one little baby Hitler. Like, I'm like technically a Hitler, but he's like, I don't with the Hitlers like that. FDR was like, all right, if he says he don't with Hitler, like, we can't chastise the man for his name. And so Willy, he gets accepted to the Navy, and he goes into basic training. He trains night and day. By day, he's running through tires, climbing over ropes, underneath mud. And he's like, yeah, I can't wait to see my uncle's face and then shoot his mustache off. Brat. He said, hold up, excuse me, he did not burp. Huh? Oh, it's wavy. So Willy's on the ship, they're at war, there's explosions all around. He's a paramedic. He's throwing aspirin in people's mouth, they're catching it, holding their wounds, giving them little shots. So he's in the Navy for 3 years. So all of a sudden, people are shooting, it's like, brat-tat-tat. And then wait, and then where's the, now all of a sudden, there's a big explosion, and he's hit with a piece of shrapnel. And he was like, I'm out of the Navy. So Hitler, baby Hitler, he...
Baby Hitler? Now we're going, baby?
Okay, so we're on. So they honorably discharged him. America was like, you know what? You're not just a baby Hitler, you a G. You like an OG. And they were like, we're gonna give you a Purple Heart because you earned this shit. What? Okay. And then he was like, I'm gonna change my name to Patrick Stuart-Houston to get away from the Hitler surname once and for all. Boom. Boom in your face, Hitler. And his sons, rumor have it, they vowed to never pass on the Hitler name. They've denied it, but they've never had kids, so. I think at the end of the day, Willie Hitler got the last laugh. Ha, ha, ha.